Hi, it's John. Today's style file is about 16th note funk rhythm playing, especially right hand techniques and how to make them sound good while you're playing in sessions or in pop bands or gigs or anything that involves rhythm playing really. The groove I'm doing is just an E minor 7 chord for those who know it. For those who don't, it's a bar chord at the 7th fret on your 5th string. And then your B string on the 8th fret is covered by the 2nd finger and the D string on the 9th fret. One of the main sins when playing this kind of rhythm is sort of eating up too much room in a mix, playing far too many strings, things like that, and it sounds really busy. So I'll give you an example of some shoddy funk rhythm playing. You know, it sounds like a drunk chili pepper. It's not really the one for a pop session or, anything accurate. So what people like Nile Rodgers are doing, they're isolating groups of strings. They're using 2 and 3 different strings at a time. So with this E minor 7 chord, what I'm going to do is just play the E, B and G string and just try and play the same rhythm, which I'll zoom in and show you in a minute. But I'm trying to sort of clarify exactly the rhythm I want people to hear. As opposed to this. Clean it up again. And it should be a lot cleaner for you guys wanting to record things and, like you say, get the best sounding parts in your bands. Cool, let's have a look at the right hand technique. Okay, so firstly, what we're going to look at is the chord that we're going to be playing this rhythm over. So what we have is an E minor 7 chord. And this chord is on the 7th fret of your guitar, and it's a 5th string minor 7 for those that know. For those that don't, it's a first finger, and you're going to be barring the first 5 strings, muting the top if you can with that finger. Then the B string, the 2nd finger, is going to go on the 8th fret. And then the 3rd finger, or wedding ring finger if you're married, that's going to go on the 9th fret of the D string. So one of the big points that Nile Rodgers stresses is people playing funk. They often play too many groups of strings and just put too much information in a mix, and it's really sort of messy if you have it on a pop session or a gig when someone's kind of going. Far too much information going on. So what I like to do is play groups of 3 strings, and this is a technique that I learned from Nile himself, and he often teaches this kind of stuff. So with this chord, although I'm sort of holding the position of all of those chords, I'm only actually playing the E, B and G string. These. And so if I put that in with this right hand rhythm, which we're going to focus on in a second. It just sounds a lot freer. There's a lot more going on in the mix. That's too messy. You can sit in with a band there if there's a piano player or 2 guitars. You're just going to sound a lot cooler. Let's have a look at the right hand picking technique used to get this sound. So we're going to start off. Imagine that the rhythm is just basic funk 16ths. And then we're going to have to add some muted notes and some fretted notes. So what we're going to do is go down, up, down, and then hit on that up. So down, down, up, and then 2 muted notes. And it's sticking to those groups of 3 strings and those really sort of syncopated rhythms. Which will get you closer to Nile's sound. I hope hope you enjoyed today's quick lesson. If you have any more queries, just email me on the email address shown. Ask for any lessons that you'd like, any tips, anything really musically related. Thanks.